episode 2. We're here. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for checking out the podcast again. If you listened to the first one, thank you very much. If you did not listen to the first one, that's cool. You listening to this one, feel free to go back, check out the first one, alright? We're going to jump straight into this. This whole week, I have been talking about putting in the hard work, alright? I got a blog post about it. I've been talking about it on my Facebook. I've been talking about it on my Twitter. I've been talking about it on my Instagram. It's going to be on YouTube. It's everywhere. I've been talking about putting in the hard work. And it's something that I'm very comfortable talking about because it's something that I firmly believe in. It's something that I feel I'm a perfect example of. And it's something that I always try to do. So in my blog post, if you read it, thank you. If you didn't, it's cool. I'm going to summarize it really quick for you. You ready? Here it goes. The blog post was talking about work ethic. It was focusing a lot on work ethic. This podcast is not going to be about work ethic. While we're still going to be talking about putting in the hard work, we're going to go a little bit deeper than talking about work ethic here, all right? We're going to be talking about the difference between working hard and putting in the hard work. Because there's a difference. A lot of people don't realize that, but there is a difference. And we're also going to have a really small talk on hard work and results. The results that actually come from putting in that hard work. Alright? So, let's get straight into it. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get all the formalities out of the way. I'm Jay East. Welcome to the Jay East Podcast. Let's go. So, like I said, talking about putting in the hard work. Now, when a lot of people hear putting in the hard work, they automatically assume that means just working hard. Because most people think that it means the same thing, right? It's the same words. They're just kind of flipped around a little bit different. But there's a difference there. I'm going to tell you what I notice the difference to be. Working hard doesn't necessarily mean putting in hard work. Because working hard can mean, just laboring and exhausting over something. It can mean, almost breaking yourself down or almost beating yourself down over, doing something that you might not necessarily want to do. It could mean doing more than necessary for no valid reason. Just kind of repeating yourself, repeating steps that don't need to be repeated, doing extra things that don't have to be done. It's almost like you're just kind of doing busy work. It's not actually going anywhere. It's not accomplishing anything. That's working hard. Now, putting in the hard work is completely different. And yes, you can work hard when you're putting in hard work, but it's not necessarily that. See, when you're putting in the hard work, and I mean really putting in the hard work and knowing that you're putting in the hard work, usually that means that you're not taking any shortcuts and you're not doing anything unethical. All right? There's no unethical practices. You're not cheating anything. You're not cheating yourself. You're not cheating a customer. You're not cheating a client. You're not cheating anyone out of anything. You're doing the right thing. At least ethically, you're doing the right thing. All right? Now, developing different ways to do something is fine. Developing a quicker way to do something is great. That's how, you become efficient. And that's how, you make yourself more efficient and more productive. But the difference between that and a shortcut is usually with a shortcut is not something that you want other people to see. See, if you develop a better practice, if you develop a better system, that's okay for other people to see because you're not doing anything wrong. But usually when people make shortcuts and when people do shortcuts and little tricks and little things like that, it's stuff that they're not supposed to be doing at all. And they know that they're not supposed to be doing it. They're just doing it so, that you can just kind of, I don't want to work any harder than I have to. But that's not the right mentality, all right? So that's the first thing. Putting in the hard work means being ethical. It means not taking any shortcuts, but being productive. And when I say being productive, I mean remaining productive by holding yourself accountable to your own time. See, this is the other thing. Working hard could mean that you're sitting there and you're just working just so time is going by. Just so, you're just kind of moving. So time is going, so you're getting paid. That saying, you're just collecting a check. One of those things. But again, that's not actually putting in any hard work. See, putting in hard work means that while you're still working hard, you're minding your time. You're holding yourself accountable to not wasting your time. Because you can get more work done if you had more time. See, that's the difference. It's not stretching things out. It's trying to get it done, but still not rushing the process. That's putting in the hard work. Putting in the hard work is focusing on one goal and only working on that one goal until it's completed. It means not switching directions at the last minute. See, when we're working hard, we could spread ourselves way too thin by focusing on a bunch of different things that we don't even need to be focusing on. Why? Because it's just kind of easier to make time go by. But guess what? When you're focusing on one thing, on one goal, and you're trying to get that done, and you're doing it ethically, and you're holding yourself to your time, and you're only working on that till it's completed, now you're putting in the hard work because you're actually putting in the work needed to get that done. So when it's done, you can move on to the next thing. Putting in the hard work is showing up when needed. Putting in the hard work is showing up when not needed. Putting in the hard work is partially just showing up. It's just actually actively being there. This is another thing. Like, working hard doesn't even mean you're there. Your body can be there, but you're not mentally there. But putting in the hard work means mentally you're there, physically you're there. You're there 100% to get it done all the way. You're there when they need you to be there, and you're there even when they don't need you to be there. But you're just there in the off chance that they're gonna need you. That's putting in the hard work. See, there's a difference there. Those two aren't the same. I want to say every job I've ever had, I've worked hard, but in every job that I've ever had, I've also put in the hard work. And I've known when I'm doing one or the other. And it's something hard mentally to actually say to yourself, like, I'm not actually putting in any hard work right now. I'm just kind of working hard, just to work hard, just to stay busy. But if you know the difference, you'll never want to just work hard. Like, you're not just going to want to work hard. You're not just going to want to stay busy. You actually want to get things done. And in every one of my jobs, I've wanted to get things done, and I've got them done. And I put in that hard work to do it. And I've had coworkers that have put in the hard work to do it. And I've had other coworkers that didn't put in the hard work to do it. And that's no fault of their own. This is just something that I think everyone should try to do. Because whether or not you're doing it for a job, whether or not you're doing it for someone else, being able to put in the hard work and get things done sets you up for life, because it makes it easier for you to accomplish different tasks that are going to come up in your life. It makes it easier for you to put in the hard work for yourself. If you can't put in the hard work for anyone else, how are you going to be able to hold yourself accountable to putting in the hard work for yourself? See, like it sounds a little crazy when you think about it. So, just try to keep that in mind. And you also got to remember that when you're putting in the hard work, results, they're going to come. they probably won't come as soon as you want them to come. It's probably going to take a while. But everyone that's been successful, whether it's athletes, whether you're looking at Kobe Bryant, whether you're looking at Tracy McGrady, whether you're looking at Michael Jordan, whether you're looking at LeBron James, whether you're looking at Roger Federer, Serena Williams, Tiger Woods, Phil Mickelson, whoever it is that you're looking at, whether you're looking at athletes, Tom Brady, whether you're looking at stars, movie stars, action stars, the Robert De Niro's, the Matt Damons, the George Clooney's, the Robert Redfords, the Sir Sean Connerys, whether you're looking at comedians, the Kevin Harts, whoever, I could keep naming so many successful people to you, but it's not about the names. The names all are different, and all of their jobs are different. But the only thing that's the same is that they all put in the hard work. See, when you think of somebody like Dwayne Johnson, you know his work ethic. You know his work. You just know him for his body of work. You know him for working hard, but you know him not just for working hard. You know him for putting in the hard work to get his goals done. People think that these people make money because their name is worth, X amount of dollars. But it's not necessarily that their name is worth X amount of dollars. What it is that their hard work that they've put in, that they've proven, the track record that they've left, that they will be successful as long as they're working towards that. That's what's worth the money. That's what people invest in. That's what people want to see. That's what people want to follow. That's what people want to imitate. So, again, putting in the hard work, it's not something that you have to do at just a 9 to 5. Putting in the hard work is something that you just got to do in life. At least if you want to be successful. And you got to understand that putting in that hard work, that result isn't gonna come quick. Kobe didn't become a champion overnight. The Rock didn't become the top billing male actor overnight. Serena Williams didn't become an icon, a legend overnight. For them to accomplish those things, it took time. And it took them putting in the hard work, even when the results didn't seem to be going how they wanted it to. They just kept putting in the hard work, and they just kind of kept plugging into it. Now, of course, there has to come a time where, you'll realize that maybe it's not working, maybe that's not what you want, and only you can decide that. That's not something that I can tell you. Only you can decide when it's time for you to stop doing something, when it's time for you to move on to the next step. But if you are going to do that, then just remember what my first episode was. Remember what we spoke about last week. Remember putting it all together. Remember when it all comes together. Remember that. Just remember that when you're deciding to switch gears, or when you're deciding, to change the puzzle that you're putting together that's your life. Just remember that. You're still going to have to put in this hard work when you get to the next puzzle. This isn't something where you're just going to be able to avoid that. Everything requires you putting in the hard work. All right? And there's no quick results. Again, there's no such thing as quick results. Everything takes time. And everything that's worth it takes time. So don't worry about the results. You just kind of got to, put your head down and just put in the hard work, and just kind of trust that, if you're doing the right thing and you're being ethical and you're being focused and you're plugging away, just trust that eventually it's all going to work out. Just have that faith that it's all going to work out. And really, that's it. I mean, I could keep going on the topic. I could keep dwelling on this, but I wanted to make this like a really quick podcast for this week. I want to make it a really quick episode so you guys could just kind of, grab this information. And, I want you to be able to put in the hard work and feel that relief, like feel almost like that joy. There's something special about completing a goal or completing a task or putting in the hard work and knowing that it's going towards something. There's just something about it. It's the reason why people go to the gym and they work out. They put in that hard work because those muscles aren't going to grow overnight. But guess what? Every day they're just kind of chipping away at it, and they know, like, yo, I'm putting in this hard work and it's all going to be worth it once I see this. And eventually they get there if they continue, if they stay the course. So just stay the course, put in the hard work, and you can't go wrong. That's it. So, thank you for listening to the podcast. Thank you for listening to this episode. Please stay tuned. I'm going to post another one really soon. I'm still going to keep posting more content. Like I said before in the beginning of the episode, subscribe to my blog so you could get part of the puzzle. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can get part of the puzzle. Follow me on Instagram, JAE_East, so you can see the visuals that go along with this. And, just put it all together. I'm putting all the content out there in all these different platforms so different people can get from it what they want. But at the same token, if you want to combine it all together so you can get, an in-depth view of these topics that we're hitting every week, then you can. All right? And if you don't want to, you don't have to. You can just hit one of them and you'll be good with that too. So go ahead. Check me out on all those other platforms, Facebook, Twitter. Check out my webpage, jaeast.com, jaeast.com. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.